following footage was uploaded to the YouTube channel Roderick's Outdoors in April of 2017. In the video, Roderick, along with two of his close friends, had ventured out to public land for what began as a normal spring turkey hunt. The trio had carefully selected a strategic spot and had set up behind a series of logs, using the natural cover to remain concealed from the birds. As the minutes passed in quiet anticipation, they patiently employed various turkey calls and subtle movements to lure the birds closer, hoping to bring them within effective shooting range. However, the situation nearly took a fatal turn when another hunter in the area fired a shot toward their position. As soon as the shot was fired from the fence line, the trio immediately jumped up and began signaling, doing their best to make their presence known and to call out that they were hunters. Unfortunately, by that point it was already too late, as the shot had been fired and had indeed struck one of them. Fortunately, by pure luck, the injury was not catastrophic, as he was able to move and talk, and eventually even got up to leave the scene. This detail most likely indicates that he was hit only by a few stray pellets from a shotgun, which had fragmented upon hitting the tree. As a result, the injury that he sustained was minor and not life-threatening. The exact reason why the hunter shot at the trio remains unknown, but since they were fully camouflaged and were using turkey calls from a ground-level position, these factors likely made them appear and sound like actual birds to anyone approaching from behind, and the hunter, acting recklessly, fired toward the turkey calls without positively identifying the target. But in the end, the trio was incredibly fortunate that the shot was fired from a distance and only resulted in minor injuries, ultimately allowing them to avoid what could have otherwise been a catastrophic outcome. The following YouTube video captures an extremely dramatic moment when an elephant charges at a group of people in Munyamadzi Game Ranch in Zambia. On July 13, 2012, a group of tourists had ventured on a guided safari game drive through the wild woodlands of the Luangwa Valley, seeking to observe Africa's iconic wildlife up close in its natural habitat. However, their peaceful safari took a dangerous turn when a massive, protective bull elephant perceived them as a threat and began charging directly toward their open vehicle, closing the distance at an alarming speed. In response to this critical situation, the armed game ranger and the safari guide stood their ground and immediately fired warning shots into the air, attempting to deter the aggressive animal and also to stop the charge without injuring either the elephant or the tourists.
Bliv her. Bliv her bag ved mig, ikke? Dem tror de ikke skrider, det tror jeg. De skrider også med dem der.
Fortunately, the armed game ranger's actions ultimately proved successful in deterring the charging elephant and bringing the dangerously escalating situation under control. With a single, well-timed warning shot, backed up by loud vocal commands and deliberate noise, he managed to assert dominance and convince the elephant that the vehicle was not an easy target. Although the elephant initially hesitated, circling back and showing signs of returning, the ranger's calm but firm response prevented further escalation and avoided a full collision. In the end, the massive protective bull elephant turned away and moved off without injury, and the group of tourists remained safe throughout this intense encounter, allowing them to continue with their wildlife safari. Nonetheless, this unforgettable moment serves as a powerful reminder of how crucial a skilled ranger and the use of non-lethal methods are during close encounters like this, ultimately protecting both the animals and the tourists, while transforming a near-disastrous situation into the kind of safari experience that you never forget. The following footage was uploaded to the YouTube channel Be Bear Aware in November of 2020. In the video, two individuals were walking along a forest trail in Alberta, Canada, when they suddenly encountered a black bear that stepped onto the same narrow path. The duo at first tried to stay calm and assess the situation, as the bear continued to follow them at a steady walking pace, never breaking into a full charge, but staying close enough to be genuinely dangerous. Realizing the seriousness of the encounter, the pair worked together to stand their ground, using various firm voice commands to assert themselves while slowly backing away in the hope that the bear would lose interest and move off. However, despite their cautious and coordinated efforts, the bear refused to leave them alone and repeatedly followed and tested their boundaries.
No, we're no good. No good.
Pausing workout.
No way, man. We're not good. We can't do this. You have to let us go today. For the buffalo, you have to let us go. We got nothing for you. We have nothing. We'd give it if we had it.
Hey, back. Stay. That's it. That's as far as you're going. Stop. Stop. Right now. Stop.
We can't. We can't.
Get together, Greg. Get us together. We'll look bigger together.
We can't, man. We can't.
Just stay together. Stay together.
We can't.
Stay together. Right, stay together large. Let's back away from them. Let them go actually go by.
Yeah.
I'll smash them in the head with this rock. Hey.
Go on. Go on your way.
Come on. Good.
It'll be your part from now on, okay?
Okay, great.
Yeah?
Look around for a rock. Wait a second. If he hits, I gotta hit him in the head. Back. 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 Get in there. Get away from him.
I can't get around.
I know. We have to do this. Just have to keep doing this. Back.
We got nothing.
Just not make eye contact. No eye contact.
As the duo tried their best to set boundaries and make themselves appear confident and larger, the bear initially did seem to move away, but only briefly, as it moved off for a moment before resuming its slow pursuit down the trail. They repeated the same strategy for several minutes, but despite their combined efforts, the bear simply refused to lose interest and kept shadowing them at an uncomfortably close range. By this point, their voices grew more tense and panicked as they desperately tried to figure out how to get out of the situation without provoking an attack. Realizing they might have to defend themselves at any given moment, they began looking around for rocks and agreed that they would fight back as a last resort in case the bear made contact or if it started attacking them.
That's it, boy. That's it, boy. That's it, boy.
Come on. Let us have our way. Let us go.
Boy. Get back. Get together, Greg. We gotta look large.
Let us go.
Stay together. As long as we look like that. Good. Two rocks up.
Let us go. Let us go. Don't be looking like that. It's not nice.
Good. I don't think he's gonna be. Just keep her cool.
Yeah.
It's not that far back, actually. Oh, boy. But get ready to hit him in the head. We're gonna have to knock him out. Look me. Jesus. Atta boy. Show us how you do it. Good boy. Good boy. Atta boy. Fuck's sakes, that's cool, buddy boy. You just keep doing that.
You're the man.
That's it, boy. Stay away from me, though.
You're the
Stay
man.
away. Stay away. Okay, keep together. Make sure. This guy will alert you in a second. Go throw that rock if you have to. It's our lives here. Yeah, look at beware of wildlife. Use at own risk. Holy shit.
Hey.
Atta boy, big guy.
As the minutes dragged on, the duo did everything they could to safely escape this dangerous encounter, but the bear simply would not leave and continued pursuing them, cutting off any sense of escape and keeping them locked in a tense standoff on the narrow forest path. At times, the bear even lunged toward them and came extremely close, forcing them to stay hyper-alert and ready for anything. By now, they had been actively pursued for almost 5 minutes, and the fear that this encounter might not end peacefully was becoming very real. However, in a fortunate turn of events, the bear suddenly stopped in its tracks, leaving a gap that was still risky but finally wide enough to offer a slim chance to break away. Taking full advantage of this opening, the duo decided to take the risk and immediately sprinted down the trail, running as fast as they could to put distance between themselves and the animal and head toward safety.
Atta boy, big guy. Beautiful. Atta boy. Atta boy. Atta boy. Atta boy.
Resuming workout.
Oh my god. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Holy fuck.
Pausing workout.
Holy fuck. Take that rock and put it in your garden. Right. Okay, we gotta make a phone call. Holy shit.
As the bear finally paused and hung back on the trail, the duo seized their only real chance and immediately turned to sprint as fast as they possibly could, tearing down the narrow path while constantly checking over their shoulders, knowing that if the bear chose to charge now, there would be almost nothing between them and the apex predator. Fortunately for them, the bear either did not pursue once they started running or stopped fairly quickly, since they managed to create enough distance to reach safety, despite there being only a narrow gap between them when they initially took off. Once they reached their vehicle, they immediately slammed the doors shut and tried to process the fact that they had just spent several minutes being followed and nearly lunged at by a wild black bear. In the aftermath, they mentioned needing to make a phone call, suggesting they plan to report this encounter to the appropriate authorities or the local wildlife agency. Although this whole situation was undoubtedly one of the most intense bear encounters, it ultimately has a positive outcome, as this video has been widely shared by bear safety experts as a powerful reminder of just how serious and intense these encounters can be, and how crucial it is to understand proper bear behavior and safety practices in the wild. If you've enjoyed the video so far, it would mean a lot if you considered subscribing. Over 95% of you watching haven't subscribed yet. Your support really helps the channel grow, and in return, I promise to keep bringing you guys the best quality content. Now let's get back to the video. These right here are two YouTubers named Ted and Nick, who in October of 2022 uploaded a terrifying video titled "Scary Situation While Hunting" to their channel, The Hunting Public. Their channel primarily focuses on the diverse world of hunting, offering content that engages viewers through a mix of bow hunting, extensive hunting videos, and their podcasts. In this particular video, the duo along with their cameraman Greg ventured on a hunting trip deep into the wilderness of Missouri. They began their hunt in the early hours of the morning, but unfortunately found no success at their initial spot. Later that afternoon, they left and relocated to a remote public area. The trio then navigated the terrain and eventually climbed a tree around 7 p.m., setting up their gear and patiently waiting for their prey. However, the situation soon took a sinister turn when they began to hear loud screaming noises echoing through the woods. After hearing the screams originating from the woods, the trio, in a state of absolute shock, froze and listened intently, trying to comprehend whether it was actually a cry for help. Disturbingly, at one point, it even sounded like a man shouting, "I hate you," before he started screaming at the top of his lungs again. For the next several minutes, they remained on top of the tree, trying to figure out their next move, all while the noises continued and grew louder. However, their deepest fear soon became a reality when they started hearing the sound of gunshots coming from the same direction.
Obscenities to someone else. Right before that last gunshot, it sounded like a truck revving up or something, like in gravel, throwing gravel or something.
Yeah.
And then that gunshot was like, that one sounded like a rifle. All the other ones sounded like a handgun. But it was like blood-curdling screaming. I've never witnessed anybody screaming like that. Something not good's going on. Imagine if we would have ended up warping them on it, how close we would be to that.
We might have been able to see it. That's terrifying.
That is wicked.
Well, hopefully nobody got shot, but sure sounded like somebody did.
Sounds like somebody might have got killed over there. Your vehicle.
Yep. Still screaming.
Sounds like somebody crying.
After hearing the screams and a series of gunshots, the trio began to suspect that someone might actually be shot, making it increasingly obvious that the person was likely screaming for his life. Realizing this, they immediately decided to call the local authorities, but they didn't have service that deep in the forest. They then decided to find the nearest house or any local residence where they could potentially call someone and get help.
Nick's looking up this house, the nearest house over there, so we can call somebody whenever we get out of here. We ain't got any service in here, so can't call the police and tell them to go over there and see what the heck's going on, but sound like something off a dang horror movie over there. Pretty scary. Hoping nobody's getting killed or hurt over there. I mean, it sounds like a guy that's absolutely losing his mind over there. Complete. And
got like a 1.5 mile walk out here. All that stuff is just like 800-900 yards away. We're gonna get on down and get on out of here.
Yes. I've heard some stuff that I feel needs to be reported to the police department. I was hunting, me and a buddy were hunting. We heard gunshots, but then for 30 minutes straight or so, there was lots of screaming and just people, obscenities, and it sounded like something really bad was going on over there, and there was 20 or more gunshots ended up happening, and then I could hear vehicles taking off. I have pins dropped on a map about how far we were from where we think this was occurring. We didn't know what to do, and we had no service, so we're trying to report and see if anything had been reported about there.
After getting out of the forest, the trio returned to their car and called the police to report everything they had witnessed that day. They later mentioned that the police immediately followed up and entered the woods to investigate. Unfortunately, the officers noted that they thoroughly searched the location but didn't find anything. The trio also reported that they contacted the sheriff's department and even the game warden, but none of them found anything during their investigation. Consequently, as of the time of this upload, the true source of the screams and gunshots remains a chilling mystery, and it's anyone's guess as to what sinister event might have transpired in the woods that day. In December of 2023, a YouTuber named Heidi uploaded a video titled "Terrifying Encounter in My Tent" to her channel Lil Red Heidi Hood. Her channel primarily documents her love for the great outdoors, featuring content that ranges from wholesome family videos to hunting, fishing, and her camping adventures. In this particular video, Heidi decided to go on a solo hunting trip near her farmhouse in North Carolina. As she began her journey, she ventured deep into the woods to locate a suitable spot where she could set up her tent and begin her hunt. After finding a somewhat stealthy area, she decided to set up her tent and her hunting equipment and patiently waited for her prey. The first few minutes of this segment were quite uneventful. She didn't spot any animals or birds in that area, and simply ate an apple while quietly waiting for any movement or activity. However, as she was scouting her surroundings, she noticed something moving behind the trees, and before she could even process what it was, a black bear suddenly appeared out of nowhere and began approaching her. To Heidi's absolute shock, the black bear unexpectedly emerged from the trees and moved right in front of her tent, which disturbingly had an open blind that she hadn't yet closed. This sudden encounter completely caught Heidi off guard, causing her to freeze and remain motionless. However, as the bear approached her tent and got right in front of her face, Heidi, feeling completely helpless and in a state of pure panic, made a loud noise, hoping to fend off the 500-pound predator.
Oh my gosh. That's insane. That thing was literally like nose to nose with me. And I freaked out and I said boo. Oh my gosh, that was so crazy. I saw him running from like so far away and he came literally straight to me. And my blind window is like all the way down. And he literally came and like looked in the window like at my face and he was like making me this. I don't know what he was gonna do. I was so scared. I should have probably waited and just seen like what he was gonna do, but man, that was crazy. It's like the only thing I've seen so far except a million squirrels, but that was crazy.
Fortunately for Heidi, her efforts to quickly jump into action and make a loud noise proved crucial, and ultimately worked in scaring off the bear, who did not return to her location again. She later speculated that the reason behind this encounter could have been that she had just thrown the apple core out of her window, which might have attracted the bear with its scent, and therefore prompted it to come right in front of her tent. But even after this chilling encounter, Heidi surprisingly didn't end her hunting trip and chose to remain inside her tent for the next several hours. Luckily for her, she didn't see the bear during this time and eventually left the area, ending her hunt during the night. Nonetheless, Heidi was incredibly lucky that day that she was able to scare off the bear, and she managed to escape a potentially dangerous situation without sustaining any major injuries.